Hello there, it's Kristen again with ministrytochildren.com. Today we have a fun children's message on sort of a tricky topic. I don't know about you, but there are certain stories that I encounter that I sit there puzzled for a minute and go, what do I do in this? And how am I going to communicate this to kids? And there are some stories that even as an adult, it's kind of tricky to interpret. So today's story happens to be the parable of the shrewd manager. And we're going to use it in a way on a kid level that sort of reaches what they might need to hear or understand. So we're going to focus on stewardship. We're going to focus on how God calls us to be good stewards of the things that we have, which may or may not always be money related. And also how God should be the most important thing in our lives and not money. So we'll use the parable incorporated, but focus on those things for the needs of the children. So here's one potential way. Again, there are many, but here's one way you might be able to communicate that with your crew. Hi guys! So today I have a mystery grab bag price match. Let me tell you what that is. So I have these bags and they have different prices on them, see? And I want you guys to help me pick out a bag and we'll see what's inside of it. And we'll see if I think it should be worth what's in that bag. If I would really pay that much money for what's in the bag. I mean, some of these things are pricey. Like this one costs $50. That sounds like a lot. Oh, this one's only $1. This one's $25. And this one is $10. There better be some good things in these bags, like Starbucks cards or something. So, do you guys get an allowance? Do you ever get money for doing things? Oh, yeah, I got a quarter from the tooth fairy. Oh, yeah, my mom gives me $1 every week if I make my bed. So, you kind of know a little bit about how money works. Now, money is something that we use to purchase things. So, can you help me? Some of these are bigger than other things. Can you help me pick out which one do you think I should open first? Let's see what's inside of it. What do you think? What do you think? This one? Okay, let's see what's in the one for $25. I don't know. Let's find out if it's really worth $25. It's a squishy ball. Admittedly cool, but I don't know if I would really want to pay $25 for a squishy ball. What I could put it in the dollar one and nobody would know the difference, right? Who labeled these things? I don't know. Okay, what should I open next? What do you think? This one? The $10 one? Okay, let's see what's in the $10 one. So that's strange. It says gifts and talents. Gifts and talents. Why would I pay for a talent? I don't really understand that. That's a little strange. What's next? This one? The $50. Well, there's got to be something good in here, right? Like maybe some beautiful gemstones or like something really, really cool. That's strange. I don't even know what that is. It is certainly not worth $50. And neither is this. Wasn't this from Easter? This is like an Easter egg prize. Again, cool, but not worth $50 at all. That should definitely be traded with the dollar bag, right? Well, let's see what's in the dollar bag, I guess. Time. What kind of time costs $1? That's not even minimum wage. This is a little bit strange, isn't it? You know, sometimes it's strange when we think about money and how we use money and what kinds of things we have and can give. You know, Jesus told some stories in the Bible that had to do with money. Some of them can be a little bit confusing for us to understand. For example, he told this one story about a man who was going to get fired because he had done something wrong with his money. So you know what he did? He went around and he told all these people to change some prices on things. And he told them that they didn't owe as much money as they thought that they did. And then when he did that, you know what happened? His boss came back and said, hey, good job. That was pretty cool. And he didn't have to get thrown out in the cold and lose his job. Well, that's a little strange. But the important thing for us to remember in these different stories about things that Jesus talks about and money, there's a couple of really key things that we need to take away and important things for us to know about. For one thing, what we need to know about is that we have been given great things by God, and we want to use them for God. That's called being a good steward of what we have. And those things are not always money. Sometimes we have to think about being wise with the money that we have, using it for important things, and maybe even using it for God, maybe giving it to the church or giving it to help someone. That's a great way that we can use what we have for God. But God gives us other things that are not money related that we can also use for him. Things like our talents, our abilities, things that we can do, or time, giving time to people or to God by serving and by working and doing things that take time that will be able to serve him. And so that's an important thing for us to realize, that God gives us these wonderful gifts and we can give them back to him, and that's being responsible. We don't just want to throw away our money and our talents by not really thinking about how we use them. We want to use them for God. The other thing that's important, and another thing that Jesus often told people, was that nothing should come between us and God. So sometimes people get really carried away with money, and they get really worried about it, and they get maybe obsessed with it, and they really want more money, and they think that it's the most important thing. And when that happens, they kind of make the money their God. Well, that's not fair, and it's not fair to God either. And so it's important for us to remember that nothing can come between us and God, especially money, that money is not the most important thing, and that we want to make sure God is first and foremost in our hearts above anything else, especially money. So we want to be responsible with what God gives us. We want to make sure that nothing comes between us and God. So that's something that we can take away and remember as we're earning money or spending money or thinking about it, or about our own time and talents and treasures. We want to use them for God. Will you say a prayer with me, and we can thank God for that and ask him to help us in understanding how we can use our things for him. Dear God, thank you for your wonderful blessings. Thank you for giving us talents and time and treasures. Help us to use them for you, Lord, and let nothing come between us and your love. Thank you for your love. We love you, God. Thank you for Jesus. In his name, amen. Have fun. Go make disciples.